Hey friends, welcome to today's video. Today is going to be the greatest day of your life. Are you someone who always claims to just be lucky when you achieve something remarkable? We call that humility. But do you brush off compliments about your quick thinking or creative ideas as nothing special? You see, intelligence isn't just about acing tests or solving complex problems. It comes in many forms and may be rooted in your everyday behaviors. So, what are some unexpected signs that may prove you're underestimating your intelligence? I know how great you are, I know how smart you are, and I know that you can do anything. Let's talk a little bit about some traits that may signal that we're underestimating exactly how great you are, or I am, or anybody. You have a wide range of interests. Many highly intelligent people focus solely on one field of interest. Normally they're considered an expert in that field, right? However, if you actively pursue knowledge in various areas, it obviously means that you're intellectually curious and have the ability to grasp complex concepts across different domains. Having diverse interests and hobbies can show that you're more intelligent than you give yourself credit for. That's wonderful. Are you a quick learner? Tackling many topics often requires quick learning. If you grasp new concepts and ideas rapidly and find it easy to understand complex information or solve problems, it could very well mean you have above average intelligence. When you remember back, I remember back in the days of school when I was bored and I thought that the things they taught were not right for me. And it's really, really nice to understand the fact that many intelligent people don't necessarily excel in school. Do you know some of the wealthiest people I know personally and that my family interacts with, those folks didn't even graduate from high school. Some of the wealthiest people I know don't even have a high school diploma. So schooling isn't necessarily indicative of intelligence. And if you don't have a lot of schooling, that's okay. It doesn't mean you can't win, because we're winning together right now by reviewing these topics, and we're going to have the best day of our lives, right? Now, can you easily explain complex ideas? Do you find yourself easily explaining things to others that may seem simple or may seem complex to them, but to you it's simple? I've noticed that people who are more intelligent than they give themselves credit for not only get complex ideas faster, but they can also easily explain them to others. This can require a lot of patience, as others typically aren't as fast in taking in new information as you are. Do you have an excellent memory? If you can remember things well, it suggests that you have a good memory capacity, and having a good memory is often linked to higher intelligence. Well, obviously, if you have a good memory, you remember the information around you, it can garner you an ability to recant topics and information that will allow you to address issues or problems that come up, and that makes you a leader. And I know you're a leader. We talked about that yesterday. But another thing that I think is really, really important regarding folks who are much more intelligent than they give themselves credit for, and that's people who have the ability to learn from their mistakes. This is huge, huge. Learning from other people's mistakes is an undervalued skill, but learning from your own mistakes is where it's at, right? Honestly, when something goes wrong or turns out unexpected, you think about what happened and why, instead of ignoring it or feeling bad about it, you are going to make a different choice the next time. It's like playing detective with your own actions, right? So folks that have the ability to learn from their own mistakes don't do the same things over and over again. You're obviously identifying right now with folks who have a higher intellectual capacity because you understand one thing that most people don't. And that is, if you want to change your life, you got to change your life. You can't keep making the same decisions and the same mistakes and expect to get better results, achieve your goals, and make your dreams a reality. You know that already. You're working through that. So, in my opinion, you're self-identifying as somebody with a higher level of intelligence. See, you're really great. You're amazing. Are you creative and original? You know, another sign that you're smarter than you think is that you are creative and original, even though you don't think so yourself. And I think we have a problem in our society where, you know, we see people who look different or behave different than our social circle or the folks that are around us. And then we tend to look negatively on that, I think. It happens. And I think that's a big mistake because I think creative people who are unique are some of the most intelligent people. You know, it's really funny. Those people tend to face challenges, and instead of using the same old solutions everyone else uses, they come up with fresh and inventive approaches because they're not afraid to think outside the box. And they're not afraid to maybe wear different clothes or have different colored hair or, you know, wear a really cool pair of glasses or whatever. But they're unique, creative, and that's an identifier of people who have a higher intellectual capacity. Do you have an active imagination? Being intelligent often also involves daydreaming and having an active imagination. So if you do that regularly, daydream, it shows you have the ability to think beyond the present moment. And we're the dreamers, right? Having the ability to daydream means you have the ability to put visual concepts into your mind. And remember, if you can hold it here, you can hold it here. Absolutely 100%. Daydreamers are winners. And if you're a daydreamer, it shows that you have an active intelligence quotient that is higher than the average individual. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to lose focus for a moment and daydream and think, wow, what if? Or how could I do that? Or how could we make that happen? Those are amazing behaviors that show you have an ability to think above the curve. It's amazing. You enjoy being alone. I often joke when I talk with other people that I'm hanging out today with the smartest person in the room. Me. I'm telling a joke. But, I love spending time alone. I do it quite often, but not often enough to where I'm not spending time with my spouse and my children, who are my home team and for the most part my primary focus. But don't be afraid to spend time alone, because all jokes aside, highly intelligent people enjoy spending time alone when they can think, read, and indulge in their interests. Remember, we're readers. We're putting the right information into our minds that's changing our programming and making this supercomputer function from an intellectual standpoint to help move us towards our goals, our dreams, and our desires. So, it doesn't necessarily mean that we don't like socializing with other people. It just simply means that we value our time and we want to use it effectively in order for time to work on our behalf to help us in achieving our goals. So we use our time effectively, right? Do you have a good sense of humor? A good sense of humor can actually show that you are one of those people who are more intelligent than others. Meeting people that has a great sense of humor is the best. You can always tell they're smart just by talking and listening to them for a couple of minutes. And of course, studies have shown that funny people are more intelligent than the rest of people. And some of the most brilliant people that I've known in my life are also some of the funniest people because they get it. So if you are somebody who loves humor and has the ability to tell a joke or take a good joke, that could be indicative of a higher intelligence quotient, meaning you're smarter. Do you notice more than others? Being highly observant is also a sign of intelligence because it involves processing a lot of information quickly and accurately. So are you somebody who just likes to look around and notices things other people don't notice? That could mean that your brain is functioning at a higher level and you're more intelligent than most other people. Do you reflect on your own thoughts and actions? And we talk about this. Self-reflection is different from overthinking, right? And self-awareness is also a sign of being a highly intelligent person. So if you self-reflect in a positive fashion and are self-aware of who you are to help make you a better person moving forward, that's a sign that you're one of the smarter people. Being here with me on a daily basis shows that you're looking to advance yourself. You're looking to do better things with your life and achieve your goals. That being said, you're one of the smarter people. Do you consistently set goals for yourself? Sticking to goals, especially long-term ones, is one of the most challenging things in life, right? But if you consistently set goals for yourself, pursue them with determination, and exhibit a strong drive to achieve personal excellence, it implies that you have a motivated and ambitious mindset, which means you're smarter because being motivated and ambitious and setting goals are all traits of people with higher intelligence. And being here and working with me, we're all about setting goals, right? We're all about bettering our life, bettering our opportunities, bettering our circumstance. And by setting goals, you're showing that you're somebody of a higher caliber. You're somebody with a higher intelligence quotient. Are you good at estimating or guessing? Good guessing often comes from an ability to synthesize information and foresee possibilities. Although it's often seen as a party trick, being good at guessing in real life can have many perks. It also can show others you have a higher intelligence quotient. Your mind is functioning at a higher level. You have the ability to synthesize information, take that information, articulate it, and then foresee possibilities. This is a good business practice. This is also a good practice that can help you help others. I think that as we've gone through this brief list here, you've probably identified with the majority of the things I've brought up. Because you know what? They're all, for the most part, things that we're already working on. And if you're working on these things with me, you're showing that you are more intelligent than you possibly give yourself credit for. And I believe in you. I know you can do it. I think you're the smartest person in the world. I believe in you. I know you can comprehend complex ideas. We're reading books together that are complex, are helping us to generate and formulate many new ideas. We're also changing our life, and we're assimilating concepts that are allowing us to achieve our goals. You're doing so much by working with me. You're super smart. You have an incredible ability. I believe in you. I know you can do it. I'm going to be back tomorrow. We're going to talk about some more great fun things. Gosh, I hope today you realize how great you actually are. Have a wonderful day, my friends. Take care.